Appreciate you spending some time with us.
Go and do some laundry.
Oh, well then, Steph Curry and Luka playing a big national TV game in Dallas. This Mavs team, man, they've been struggling. Luka's still putting up MVP numbers, but this team, they're fully healthy. There's no reason why they should have lost 4 straight. Curry trying to make that 5. He's getting it going, completes a 4-point play. 2 minutes left in the third. Luka driving. He is the league's leading scorer and showing off why. About 34 per game. Mavs up 5. Next Mavs possession. Doncic to Maxi Kleber. Kleber with the answer at the rim, throwing it down, and the Mavs lead by 5 after 3 quarters. Move on to the fourth now. Mavs down by 4. Doncic, step back 3 is money. Mavs down 1. Under 8 to play. Mavs now up 1. Doncic with the floater off the backboard. A back and forth battle. 2 minutes left in the game. Warriors cut it to a 1-point game. Andrew Wiggins to Curry. Curry splashing like he does. Warriors up 2. Next Mavs possession. They answer. Doncic. Tim Hardaway Jr. stunning like his daddy. Looking at the camera. You all see that at home? Sure did. Hardaway with 22. Mavs up 1. Over a minute to play in this game. Hammer time. Curry throwing it up over Doncic. It's a 1-point game. The answer, Doncic bumping right up against Curry and hits that turnaround J. Doncic, his 40th 40-point triple-double. Hardaway with a 3. Curry, I'll take that, thank you. He's actually, trying to put one up? No, he's called for a travel. He's like, you've got to be kidding me. Look at the pivot. With his foot trying to pump fake, and no, he doesn't like that call. After a missed free throw, the Warriors down 3 with 4 seconds left in the game. Clay, not today. Unbelievable game from Luka. He puts up 41 total points as the Mavs win 116-113.
I was really tired at the end, not even lie. But, we needed this game. We needed this win. I think we deserve this win, and we for sure needed this win.
Some of us in this room can take him for granted. The man is special. The guy loves competition. And when you have a triple-double like that, it's not easy because he's marked once he pulls up in his car. They're going to have a double team or they're not going to let him play. And his growth of getting off the ball and trusting his teammates is at a very high level.
Dumb play by me to not take the layup. I got a little confused on what the time and score was, honestly. Went for the hero shot. I didn't think it was a travel to the point where you don't let the play run out. But who am I to say?
Points and 10 assists. No other player.
One of the all-time greats in the history of the sport.
He might become an immortal.
He might be.
He might be
already. The guy's 22, 23 years of age, and he's not exactly working with great players around him. Resourceful team, but not great players. He ripped the heart out of the Suns the other night, and that's what I want to get to with him for a second. What you like about Doncic, he's got a little Larry Bird in him. Larry Bird, he was so arrogant because he knew he was so good that he enjoyed beating you.
Yeah.
He laughed at you. He took your heart out and said, get out of here. He'd rip his grandmother's arm off to win. And Doncic has got a lot of that same personality. He's fearless. He's averaging 40 points a game in elimination games so far in his career. He destroyed the Suns. He plays back to the basket. He can do that. He can shoot threes. He's an excellent passer. I mean, he is a tremendous player. Now, I don't know what Stevie's going to say about Curry.
Yeah.
If you're asking me right now, he's better than Curry because he could do more things that Curry can't play back to the basket. And Curry, when he didn't have Thompson and Draymond and all those guys, last year they got beat by Memphis. He is playing with nobody. And he just beat a team that had 64 wins, 8 wins more than anybody else. And he didn't just beat them.
Yeah.
He had 27 points in the first half and embarrassed the point guard who scored 1 point and was a disaster. This guy is so good. And he is, I'm telling you right now, write it down. I'll say it. I don't care what you say. You can laugh at me. I'll be back in 15 years. We'll rehearse it. This guy, at the end of the day, is going to be a top 10 player in the history of the NBA. That's how good
Top
Doncic is.
10 in the history of the NBA, and he might become an immortal.
Yeah,
okay.
that's how good he is.
Stephen, I don't know about that grandmother's arm analogy, but everything else was excellent.
Okay.
Stephen A?
I don't rule out the superlatives that Doggy just, echoed about Luka Doncic and what he will end up being. I don't rule that out. I think that when we look at Luka Doncic, we can see all of that. But when we talk about the best offensive player in the NBA, at this moment in time, I don't give a damn that he's playing and Kevin Durant is not. He ain't a better offensive player than Kevin Durant. You can cancel that dream. You stop that nonsense. The best offensive player on the planet Earth is Kevin Durant. There is not an offensive player that is better than Kevin Durant. You can scratch that dream. When I look at Luka Doncic, I will remind y'all, even though it's 46, 47, 45% from the field over the last 3 years, averaging, close to 28 a game and stuff like that. We know he makes big shots. We know how talented Luka is. We know he's got tons of heart. He dictates pace. You don't speed him up. He doesn't play at a fast pace, but you're not going to dictate how slow he goes or how fast he goes. He's the one that dictates that because he is special. He is no Kevin Durant. He is a career 73% shooter from the free throw line. He is a career 33% shooter from three-point range. I would remind you, we are talking about free.
Hard. What was that? What did you see there?
Great. Love it. I watch it all the time.
Jake says he's forward with your 40-point triple-doubles.
Yeah, I gotta make my free throws.
That's the key to getting a 50-point triple-double?
I don't know, I guess so. I missed 6 today, that's not acceptable.
What's your favorite stat on this line?
Oh, you know it. What you think?
4 steals.
Yeah. I think it was 5 though.
Well, 3 of them were in the fourth quarter, and obviously, you're scoring, rebounding, facilitating. How much pride did you take on the contributions on the defense end down the stretch of the game that you guys really kind of needed?
I mean, it was great, just participated, giving everything I got. I was really tired at the end, not gonna lie. But, we needed this game. We needed this win. I think we deserved this win, and we for sure needed this win.
So what did you guys have to do differently when Spencer was ejected from the game?
I mean, just fill his shoes. I think Josh was there. He played a great game. Timmy was there. I mean, just everybody as a team. I think we played a great game. They scored 113, but we still played good defense, and we played a great game as a team.
What were you guys doing in the first quarter when you got that 17-point lead?
I think just sharing the ball, defending, those two things. I think those were the keys on the first quarter.
Luka, when you came up in 2 minutes left with the steal and a pull-up three, you stuck out your tongue. What was going through your mind after hitting that shot?
I think that was a 2 at the end, right?
Maybe it was a 2.
I think I don't know. I don't know why I pull up. I never pull up like that on 3, so I was just excited. I was hoping it was going in, so I was really excited.
Speaking of,
yeah, probably that's why.
speaking of what you were thinking, what were your thoughts when that final shot by Clay went up?
I was scared. I'm not gonna lie because it's Clay. He's not gonna miss many open shots. So I was really happy when it didn't go in.
Were you surprised they called the walk on Steph? They had possession before that.
I think they were calling a lot of walks today. So I don't know. I was surprised at many walks they called today.
Dumb play by me to not take the layup. I got a little confused on what the time on the score was, honestly. Went for the hero shot. I didn't think it was a travel to the point where you don't let the play run out, but who am I to say?
Steve basically said he just wants to be consistent with Paul. It seems like there was a handball tonight. What did you see up to the travel call about handball tonight so much? He just wants to be consistent. What did you see recently with the NBA's feeling on the travel calls?
Tonight it was a bad. I traveled earlier on the same play. I think he thought I did the same exact thing, but I didn't. But you're not gonna get too wrapped up in those. Luka had one tonight. I think they got a couple on JP, which I haven't seen them, but all in, like, you're not really worried about the big picture of it, just in terms of, you know, just let the flow of the game happen. And hopefully, like you said, there is just, you know, consistency. For us as players, we just got to go out and do our job.
The 3 teams, Steve was saying, he can look back and say, you guys were right there, and you were very pleased with that. And just how would you assess the entire game and just the play down the stretch?
I'm super proud of JP, Dante, JK, you know, Jermichael, and they all gave us an opportunity to even have something to play for, you know, and late in that second quarter and the rest of the game.